There are lots of websites dedicated to honoring civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. But if you go to Google or another search engine, there's another site that comes up, martinlutherking.org. It's not preaching tolerance. Instead, it's dedicated to promoting hate. As you can imagine, the King family is not happy about it. For legal answers now, we turn to attorney Jonah Spilborn. Jonah, good to see you. Long time no see.
I know, long time no see.
Well,
Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure to have you. Hey, look, this is really interesting. You have the King family upset because there's this website out there. If you're Googling, you know, you write in Martin Luther King and this website will pop up. When you find out it's run by the KKK.
Yeah, and it's pretty disgusting. I don't blame the family for being upset. But there are two issues here, Brian. One is, can Stormfront, which is the name of this white supremacist group, can they use the domain name martinlutherking.org? And two, are they allowed to publish the actual content of their website? If the family decides to sue, I think they will both win and lose.
How would they win?
I think they could win in forcing Stormfront to stop using martinlutherking.org. And the reason is it's so confusingly similar to Martin Luther King Jr., obviously, that under the cyber squatting laws, which is a federal body of laws, the King family would probably get the right to have the name back. Okay, that's step one. Step two, which is probably even more important, though, is the content of the website. It is disgusting. It promotes hate. It says a bunch of things which historically most of us know to not be true. There, however, the First Amendment will probably protect Stormfront and allow them to post whatever they want on their website, no matter what they decide to call it.
Isn't it true that you can't defame a dead person?
It's true, and that's the biggest hurdle for the King family. The First Amendment protects us from being defamed when we are alive. Once we're dead, it's all fair, and that's really unfortunate. But you can say anything you want about somebody who's no longer living, even if it's malicious or vile, which is what this group is doing, and the family won't have a thing legally to say about it.
This really goes back to this problematic thing. We in journalism, we embrace it, this idea of freedom of speech and that speech is protected. And we're talking about things that inform the public. Sadly, though, all speech, and even unpopular speech, is protected under our Constitution, isn't it?
Most of it. I mean, there are certain very small exceptions, obscenity, fighting words, and unfortunately, the hateful things that they have on this website probably don't rise to the level of those exceptions, and they'll be allowed to continue. It's very unfortunate.
Jonah, good to see you. Thank you very much for helping us out. Look,